So earlier this year, I had a big Valorant phase. I honestly think, looking back, it probably made me a worse person and gave me 35 undiagnosed mental disorders, but that's just any Valorant player, really. But yeah, dude, I used to love the game. I'd play it all the time, and I use it as background gameplay a fair amount, so you guys probably knew that I played it. Definitely not as much as I actually did. You probably just thought I was a casual player, but dude, I was fairly addicted to the game. So much so that I spent real money on in-game skins, which is something that I don't ever do. People think I pay for the CSGO knives that you see when I'm surfing in CSGO, but those are just free. You can get them equipped in, servers. I don't actually own them. I would never be one of those retards that drops like $1,000 on like a rainbow knife. Like, geez, bro, I would need to honestly be like either Bill Gates / Jeff Bezos level rich, or like 35-year-old virgin Reddit user neckbeard level down bad in order to pay for, in-game skins that are that much. But yes, earlier this year, I spent like $50 to $100 on Valorant skins, and I justified the purchase by saying, well, I'm using Valorant as gameplay for my videos, so this will make the videos look better. It's a business investment, which is such a stupid, way of justifying the purchase, but at the time, it made sense. Anyways, I bring this all up to say that earlier this year, I watched also a lot of Valorant content, and me being a YouTuber, I have some notoriety. Some people know my name. When I watched Valorant content, the people whose content I enjoyed the most, I would, follow them on Twitter, and they'd follow me back usually because they either know me or, see the follower count or something like that, so I'd make some new YouTuber friends or, that kind of stuff. Now, I don't watch Valorant content anymore, but the friends that I've made while I watched Valorant content still exist, and the best example, or I would say the most well-known person that I became friends with off of Valorant is a YouTuber named WestJet, who I think almost has 400k subs. He's pretty popular on Twitter. He's got 60,000 followers. He's well-known. He's signed to a gaming organization. He's fully locked in, Some of the Valorant heads in my audience definitely know who he is. He's funny, he's sarcastic, he's a little edgy, my cup of tea. And I've known him for a while now. I'd say that we're actually pretty in touch. We talk a lot, probably once a week, either about YouTube or our personal lives, whatever. I'm friends with the guy. He's a good guy. Go subscribe to him if you haven't, if you like Valorant, I guess. But yeah, dude, I basically, stopped playing the game, and then I stopped caring about the community, stayed in touch with the people I was cool with, and basically just kind of moved on. But every now and then, because I still follow a lot of these Valorant creators on Twitter, I will see something relating to Valorant that I just don't care about that involves Valorant. Today, I accidentally just saw this tweet from Valorant of Raze from Valorant and Killjoy from Valorant just, slipping tongue. Now, I'm just gonna keep it all the way for real. I didn't really want to open Twitter and see two fake cartoon girls making out with each other. Just being straight up, that's just not really what I go on Twitter for. If I wanted to see cartoon lesbian intimacy, I think I could probably go to other websites for that, but I don't do that anyway, so it's yeah, just no thanks. Anyways, this tweet or this picture from Valorant basically blew up. It's got 300,000 likes, because the Valorant community is gay. And the only reason I saw this tweet is because WestJet responded to it. In case you guys don't use Twitter, that's how it works. If one of the people you're following replies to a tweet from an account that you're not following, there's a chance you'll see the tweet from the account you're not following because somebody you are following responded to it. And Twitter's basically well, this is somebody you're following and they're talking about this thing, so maybe you'll like this thing. And WestJet responds to this image saying, "If you mad about this, you weird. I'm mad they're still clothed." Okay, so obviously it's a joke, but people, let's throw some quotes around the word people, actually. If it were up to me, I'd probably call them something like mutants or beasts, but yeah, basically these people are just getting so mad at WestJet because he did something that is actually a crime against humanity, which is, he sexualized a picture of two cartoon girls making out. He saw this picture and was like, yo, get undressed, so, people got really mad at that. Now, we're gonna look at the triggered replies to WestJet in just a second from these hermits, right? But in the meantime, I just have to actually just ask a few questions, right? For the people that are saying, don't sexualize this picture, is the picture itself not already sexual? I don't understand. These two cartoon girls are making out, slipping tongue, getting all touchy-feely over there, and that's not something that's sexually driven? I don't understand. If you make out with somebody, it's because you're sexually attracted to them. That's how that goes. So I'm failing to understand why WestJet's comments were so heinous, and on top of that, even if you want to make the argument that he's sexualizing a lesbian couple, hey, hate to break it to you, they're not real, okay? They're Valorant cartoons. It's like you're telling me these cartoon characters are gonna fathom into reality just to get offended at WestJet's comment? I don't think so. But yeah, that's my take on his comment. Not a big deal at all. It's just a joke, literally. It's not a big deal. Anyways, though, it's a big deal to Twitter users who are finding WestJet's comments to be actually the worst thing since what Kanye's been saying. saying. And yeah, man, people were losing their mind at WestJet for tweeting this. They were like, WestJet, can you do us all a favor? Yeah, KYS. Please, just right now, just quickly, KYS, thanks. Some of them were also just complaining about the fact that he was straight. You know, they were like, oh, typical straighty, sexualizing a lesbian couple. This is why straight people suck. This is why we need to deport all heterosexuals from the United States, yeah. Which, call me crazy, but I would classify that as an overreaction, so, you know, there's that. This is my favorite one. This one just says, stop breathing. Wait a sec. Wake up, filthy. Anyways, though, after that, I had my own little micro-controversy where I quote-tweeted Valorant's tweet and said, thank God I deleted this game, or thank God I quit this game. Now, this tweet got way more likes than most of my tweets, so a lot of people who saw it probably didn't know who I am or what my history with Valorant was. So their conclusion was, okay, this guy saw a lesbian couple on his screen and then deleted a video game. On top of that, a whole lot of people in my replies, for some reason, thought that I was, like, furious at this. Like, I was so mad seeing Killjoy and Raze make out. But like I said at the beginning of the video, I opened Twitter and I don't really want to see this. Does that make me mad that I saw it? Not really. People genuinely think that I, like, saw that tweet and, like, was punching the air, like, no! Which is, like, not true. Before I get into the specific Twitter interactions I've had with people so far about this discourse, I want to talk about, like, the specific reasons why I quit Valorant. I would say 50% of it is the game itself, and the other 50% is the community. The game itself is pretty easy to explain. I didn't like a lot of the maps. I thought some of the guns were stupid. A lot of the balance changes they were making were terrible, you know, etc, etc. Now, the community, which ties into why I quote tweeted, thank God I quit this game, had a steadily increasing problem with, like, these gross e-daters who would make their names in Valorant kind of, like, matching each other, like these. Like, I don't even want to read these. These are so vile, and you have to join a game, and I would say for me, it was like 25 to 30% of the time I queue up in a lobby, it's like one of these couples. And it's not just their weird name combos, it's like 90% of the time what they'll do is they'll flirt with each other on VC, so you have to either, like, listen to their flirting or mute them and then not get comms for the rest of the game. Or they, like, won't play as a team, they'll run off as a duo and do their own thing and basically soft throw the entire game. On top of that, there were, like, these dudes who would go into Valorant solo queuing and just, like, do the fake deep voice to try to, like, get girls to thirst for them. Dude, it's just, like, the culture and the community around the game was just so, like, full of down battery and just over-sexualization. I hated it. So you have to imagine, when I haven't engaged with the community in several months and I haven't played the game in several months, and the first thing I see on my timeline relating to Valorant in, like, forever is two of the characters just making out with each other, what do you think I'm gonna be reminded of? This just plays into the problem in the culture of Valorant where everything is kind of, like, unnecessarily made sexual, romantic, or intimate. But somehow me making this quote tweet turned into, oh, this guy's homophobic, he doesn't like this group of the LGBT community, and yeah, he's basically a bigot. Look at this. Grown-ass man when gay people exist, frowny face. First of all, I'm not a grown man, I'm 18, I'm literally a teenager. Second of all, it's not me when I see gay people, it's me when a 5v5 tactical shooting game is given unnecessary sex appeal. Like, why did that have to happen? Somebody replied to me with this comic, and I think it basically represents how I feel. It says, behold our newest ad campaign, and it's just like making out, and then underneath it says burgers tasty, and then the guy's like, are you sure this will help us sell more burgers? And the guy's like, burgers? That's exactly how I feel about this tweet. I mean, Valorant is obviously always in the business of getting more people to download and play their game, so most of what they're going to tweet is going to be about their game to get people interested in their game. So people saying that, oh, Valorant, when they posted that picture, they were just posting art, like, okay, bro. Yeah, dude, Riot Games, the multi-million-dollar company, is just so interested in art that's not gonna make them any sort of money. No, they took two characters in the game that they know didn't need to have sex appeal, gave it sex appeal, and unsurprisingly, the tweet blew up. It has like 500,000 likes now. I don't think you understand. If they took a male and a female character from the game and made the same picture, this would be my reaction too. But for some reason, since Valorant decided to make it girl on girl, me saying, you guys make an FPS game, why you guys drawing cartoon girls making out, translates to, oh, okay, this guy just doesn't like gay people. It's like, bro, you know that that's not how I feel. And people are more mad at me for not loving this picture than I ever was for seeing it in the first place. It's just girls kissing. Why are you such a virgin piss baby loser? That is an angry tweet from somebody. That is more anger in that tweet than there was in my tweet saying, thank God I quit Val. I feel like the reason people don't want to hear my opinion is because I'm a straight male, whereas if I identified as asexual / aromantic, everybody would be like, oh, wait, he has a point. I'm not aromantic or asexual, I just don't like everything everywhere all the time having some sort of either romantic, intimate, or sexual appeal. But yeah, that's basically my thoughts on this. Hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. You know, comment down water bottle if you made it to the end of the video, and yeah, that's basically it. Follow my social medias, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.